Hello everyone, I am Edward Matthew Cano, grade 7 Corinthians, and today I will perform an experiment using the mung bean seeds. The objectives of this experiment are to apply the good values of a scientist, to perform the experiment using the scientific method, to experience how to be a scientist. The problem that we are going to solve is how sunlight affects the growth of a plant. In this video, we will find out the answer to the problem. Happy watching! Here's how to do the experiment with the mung bean seeds. First, you have to get a piece of cotton and then flatten it. Then, put 15 mung bean seeds on each. And now, wet the cotton with the mung beans on it. And you have to put enough water to wet the cotton. Now this square saucer with round corners will go to a spot where it's dark, where there's no access to sunlight. We are going to put this saucer in a room where there's access to sunlight. It's day 2. Look, they are growing. And this is the room where the other mung beans are being kept. Look, if you can see, there's not much difference, but we will see in the coming days. It's day 3. Hello everyone, so we're in the bright room, so let's check the mung beans. Look, the sprouts are a little taller than from yesterday. So now, we are going to check the other batch of mung beans that are being kept in the dark. Look, the cotton has more water than the one in the bright room. And the sprouts are much more taller. So everyone, see you on day 4. It's day 4.
It's day 4.
It is as if these beans that are in the dark spot grow faster or even taller. However, they are almost yellow compared to these beans that get some sunlight, which have green leaves. That's all I can say for now. See you on day 5. It's day 5. These that were on the dark spot of our kitchen room have grown longer. And these ones from the bright room that were placed beside the window have also grown. From these results, we can now analyze our observations from day 1 to day 5. On day 2 and day 3, growth looked normal for both. Both split their green coverings and have grown roots. They also look like they were growing at the same rate. On day 4, however, the differences are much more evident. Both have grown stems and showing small leaves, but the ones from the dark spot grew stems that are longer, thinner, and are bending, giving the impression that they were growing faster than the ones from the bright room. Another more obvious difference on day 5 is they are light yellow in color. That is because these beans that grew from a dark spot didn't have access to sunlight. Remember, plants need sunlight to create their own food, in the process called photosynthesis. They grew long, thin stems and are bending because they are trying to reach for sunlight. They look unhealthy with light yellow color and weak stems. Now let's take a look at these batch that grew from a room with access to sunlight. They are growing up straight. They also have green color, especially the leaves. They are not as long or tall as the ones that grew from a dark spot because they didn't have to stretch their stems that much to get sunlight. They look healthy with those green leaves. I conclude that plants that don't have access to sunlight will grow weak, long, thin stems and light yellow leaves, while plants that have access to sunlight will grow healthier, sturdier stems and green leaves. So, I recommend the next time you plant, if you want your plants to be healthy, give them access to sunlight along with nutrients, water, air, and space that they need. That's all, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye!